It was the morning of October 21st, 1966, in the small mining village of Aberfan, a misty, gray Welsh autumn day, where smoke curled lazily out of chimney stacks, and the streets were completely calm. 8-year-old Gareth Williams had packed his school bag the night before. He told his mother he wanted to drive trains when he grew up. His teacher, 34-year-old Margaret Price, had her mind on the spring. Just a week earlier, she had pinned her wedding dress pattern to her bedroom wall. By 9:15 a.m., both Gareth and Margaret were safely inside Pantglas Junior School. It was the last day before the half-term holiday, and the classrooms were buzzing with restless energy. They were completely unaware of the lethal, unnatural weight suspended hundreds of feet directly above them. High on the hillside sat the colliery tip. Decades of mining had pulled endless tons of coal waste out of the earth, dumping it into a sprawling, black mountain towering over the valley. For the people living below, it was just part of the scenery. Generations had grown up alongside the constant hum of the coal industry, accepting these massive industrial scars as a normal fact of life. Down in the valley, the junior school echoed with the sounds of morning assembly. Meanwhile, high above them, tens of thousands of tons of completely unstable rock and slurry strained against the rain-soaked earth. The residents of Aberfan were navigating their daily routines under the shadow of a massive, fragile structure disguised as industrial progress. The danger was structural. The massive tip had been constructed directly over active underground springs. Slowly, unseen water was seeping upward, soaking into the bottom of the pile and turning the foundation into a soft, liquid slurry. The National Coal Board knew about this. Local councillors had formally raised the danger of these specific springs at least 3 times in writing, and for years those warnings sat ignored in filing cabinets. By the weeks leading up to October, the mountain was visibly shifting. A stream that normally ran openly beneath the waste vanished underground entirely, absorbed by the swelling pile. On the morning of the 21st, workers arrived at the top of the tip to find the surface missing. It had already started to move, sinking into itself. They rushed to the phone to warn the village below. The lines were down. Their only option was to send a runner down the mountain to sound the alarm. Every warning sign had flared. This was a slow-motion, entirely predictable failure, allowed to build over decades until it reached a breaking point. At 9:15 a.m., the foundation gave out completely. 150,000 tons of liquefied coal waste broke free from the hillside. It moved with terrifying speed, accelerating faster than anyone could run. This black wave tore down the slope, swallowing isolated farmhouses in its path. Survivors in the village heard it before they saw it. A rushing, roaring sound slammed into the junior school during their morning assembly. And then, dead silence. Decades of bureaucratic apathy instantly materialized into a crushing physical weight, erasing the town's future in seconds. The entire community mobilized instantly. Hundreds of people, miners, parents, police, descended on the site, desperately digging through the thick, wet debris with whatever tools they could find. As they excavated the slurry, rescuers uncovered a deeply haunting reality. Deep beneath the black waste, the structure of several classrooms remained intact, with the children still sitting at their desks. 116 children and 28 adults died that Friday morning. The recovery effort laid bare the total devastation of Aberfan. In a matter of minutes, an entire generation of the village was completely wiped out. The subsequent official tribunal was uncompromising in its assessment. They entirely dismissed any claim that the slide was a random, unavoidable act of nature. The National Coal Board was found solely responsible. The organization was condemned for profound ignorance, negligence, and a continuous failure to act on repeated warnings. The true, lasting horror of Aberfan is that the mechanics of the disaster were engineered by the willful blindness of the people in charge. Today, the hillside above the village is cleared. It is green and grassed over. physically masking the scar where the tip once stood. But if you visit, you will find the cemetery. There are long rows of identical, small white arches, all the exact same size, all the same height. Every single stone marks a child. The community of Aberfan still falls entirely quiet every October 21st, standing as a permanent, haunting monument to the ultimate cost of institutional greed.